modern Big City Builder Pack for iClone provides all the necessary to create in a matter of minutes the base for big modern city areas. The pack, it's been designed to simplify the creation of big modern urban scenes, and at the same time, to maximize iClone's performance, all while keeping a realistic aspect. The models have super simplified meshes, reducing to the minimum their number of polygons, while tiled PBR textures provide the building and street details, obtaining a quite realistic aspect, even at close range. It minimizes iClone's needs, allowing us to create big building areas, while iClone keeps a high number of frames per second in its animations. The pack supplies 30 base building meshes and 30 iMaterial Plus that can be applied to any of the buildings, providing a total of 900 possible combinations of base buildings. The pack also supplies 18 base islands and 7 stand-alone street elements, with 10 sidewalk and 10 street iMaterials Plus. All these elements and materials can be combined between them, providing as well hundreds of possible street and sidewalk combinations. All the elements of the pack are quite big, meaning that you'll need just a few of them to prepare a big urban base scene, including streets, sidewalks and skyscrapers. It simplifies the process a lot and allows you to create these scenes in a very quick and easy way. First of all, in iClone's Preference tab, scroll down and activate the Snap feature in the increment mode. Set the Move Incremental Snap to 50 or 100 centimeters, and the snap angle to 45 degrees. You can activate or deactivate the Snap feature from the button in the top panel. In you expand the button options, it's recommended to use the Snap to Step option, as it also snaps your movements in the Z-axis. At this point, you can start adding floor modules to define the areas for the buildings and streets. To do so, just double-click on the Smart Gallery icon, and use the Move gizmo to place the props, while the Snap tool ensures a perfect join between modules. Repeat the process, adding modules from Smart Gallery, or duplicating existing modules, until you complete the grid to your urban layout. Working with big areas, you'll notice a circular zone where the light is changing. That is caused by the limits of the IBL, or image-based lighting. To fix it, scroll down in the Visual tab, and change the scale of the IBL transform to a bigger value. Once you finish placing the floor modules, it's very convenient to select all of them except one, and attach them to the one non-selected. Then, we can perform an auto-link materials operation in the material editor. This operation not only reduces the graphic memory in use, but in addition, after selecting the parent object, we can change the materials of all the floor modules at the same time, using the Load iMaterial Plus option in iClone's material editor. As the materials of all the islands have been linked previously, all of them change simultaneously. We can repeat the process to change the street material. Notice that with one single operation, we change the aspect of all the street modules, including the street areas, the intersection areas, and the pedestrian cross-sections. Working in this way, we can mix the 10 sidewalk materials with the 10 street materials, giving us until 100 possible combinations of sidewalks and streets. Adding buildings to the scene is as easy as double-clicking on the desired prop, making it appear in the zero-out position. Then, using the Load Material Plus button, you can assign to the building any of the 30 iMaterials Plus provided by the pack, in one single fast and easy operation. Keep in mind that the areas reserved for the buildings and the sidewalks are 15 centimeters higher than the streets, so when loading new props or characters, they will be 15 centimeters embedded in them. For that reason, we recommend to select the floor elements, and move them 15 centimeters down. In this way, the building and pedestrian areas will be placed as zero high level, making easier to work with the characters and to place new street elements. So you can keep adding building meshes, placing them in the islands previously defined, and configuring them with the iMaterial Plus provided by the pack. You can go beyond the base meshes, because just mixing several of them, you can obtain more complex and sophisticated buildings. As the provided base meshes are super optimized, the more complex composite buildings are still very light and easy to handle for iClone. As usual, remember to select and attach the accessory buildings to the main one, and perform an auto-link all object textures operation. Doing it, you'll be able not just to select and move the composite building in one single operation, but to change the texture of the entire set of buildings, loading one single immaterial plus. All the base buildings are themselves a composition of several subprops. The main parent object contains the middle floors, and attached to it, there is a ground floor, a top floor, a terrace, and several doors. Thanks to this modular structure, you can edit individual subprops without affecting the rest. For example, modifying their dimensions, or duplicating some parts in order to obtain more building variations. You can also exchange meshes from different buildings, detaching them from the original parent and reattaching them to the new one, or even replace them by modules from other packs. For this purpose, the buildings of this pack have the same proportions than the modules of our previous modular modern building construction elements pack, making very easy to enhance the base buildings, with modules providing from that pack. This is especially useful when some buildings have to appear very close to the camera, and you need extra quality, or when you need to enhance the building with elements like railings or terraces. You can even replace the whole ground floor of the base building by a new one entirely made with the modules of the Modular Modern Building Construction Elements pack, including terraces with balconies, or opening doors that offer extra interaction with the characters of the scene. The UV maps of the base buildings allow tiled materials that can be easily edited, using the Adjust Color tool, and the UV settings of iClone's material editor. For example, to change the color of this skyscraper, first select the material to modify, using the eyedropper. Then, select the base color texture, and open the Adjust Color panel. Now, just use the sliders to change the appearance of the glass material. If you want to obtain the same color tone in the rest of the building materials, repeat the operation, selecting the elements you want to change with the eyedropper, and set the same values you used before. Or adjust the sliders to other values until you get what you want. You can actually edit, not just the color, but also all the texture maps of the materials. This flexibility allows you to obtain infinite variations in the appearance of your buildings. You can also send the texture maps to your image editor, using the launch button, and modify them there, using the more advanced tools that the image editing apps provide. To send the changes back to iClone, just save the edited image, and it will be automatically applied on your model. In addition, you can play with the UV settings of some materials too, changing their tiling from iClone's UV settings, or even replacing the materials with your custom images. The UV maps of the models will accept automatically any seamless image that, if necessary, can be tweaked using iClone's standard tools. This methodology provides a very simple, but powerful way to customize your buildings, expanding the possibilities of the pack far beyond the elements provided. Finally, the base building materials with windows come with glowing texture maps that, after being selected, can be activated using the strength slider. That's very useful in nocturnal scenes, in order to simulate a random illumination of the building windows. Remember that to obtain actual illumination from the glow maps, iClone's global illumination must be active, and the GI range has to enclose the whole scene. You can check it out making visible the voxels, and if necessary, modifying the size of the global illumination area from the Visual Global Illumination tab, and the Anchor Settings GI range slider. If you have groups with the same buildings, you'll notice that the illuminated windows look the same for all the buildings. You can modify the glowing distribution of the illuminated windows, just using the mirror buttons of the UV settings panel. It provides a simple but effective method to avoid pattern repetitions, when several buildings of the same type are placed close along. As you have seen, this pack provides the elements to create the basis for big urban projects, without compromising iClone's performance, and providing an excellent number of frames per second when running the project in real time. It makes this pack ideal to work in combination with our other urban packs. Accessories for Buildings and Streets. Accessories for Buildings and Streets, Volume 2. Modular Street Construction Elements. Decals for Urban Projects. Modular Building Construction Elements. And Modular Modern Building Construction Elements. Using them together, you can create complex and realistic urban projects, keeping iClone working fluently, while creating scenes like these ones. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have found this video useful.